Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It's time to get ready to go for an encore in Ghost Road for today's live summon event in the Crew 2. For the Ubisoft Deem Crossover Summon, 6 events and 3 skills are about to go for the second rerun once again since last year that I just come here before, and of course, the Ford F-150 Raptor Race Truck Ghost Recon Edition is now available as a forced vehicle for having a main rank of the category to go up in the Platinum. But speaking of which, for those who have already owned the same kind of a F-150 Raptor Race Truck Ghost Recon Edition, it's all good for now, and putting it to have a double payday is now being going up by the double for every week until moving on in the city's championship by week number 3 in May. Now it's on the second week of May, but it's about to go off-roading and doing one jet sprint discipline to be featured and monster truck to go off-roading and embrace it to go missionary objectives. That's why I'll have to go again for the second time and have some 2 available recommended vehicles to go for the AmeriCar edition on the Shelby GT500 and the Ram 1500 Rebel TRX Concept Enforcer edition is now being set and still remain the same. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's live summon event. Let's begin. Straight from Sweden, turns out to be a good Sweden success is doing a good platinum position for the first time since last week. All kinds of good Koenigsegg hypercars is putting up to have a good part of the challenge just like the original. But in the end, position on a platinum in rank 2000, 523rd place in 1,248,995 points to have some 4 rewards including exterior parts for the Jesco and Swedish Spirit Smoke on the tire. But one more thing to have a Nitro Chemist boosted to have a good additional on Hypercar Edition is now being selected and get expanded. But here is the next Deem Summon rerun is Kaboom After Carnage from May 29th to June 5th. Sounds like a very good time to go Demolition Derby later on, but we still have some good competition by the upcoming and street racing in the sequel to Night Shift. You know how it works, you guys. Just choose any 9 events and skills to go by pick. First up, Pikes Peak for the aerobatics to go in and take the skies. But you know my pick, gonna have to go auto switch vehicle and have the Pilotus PC21 will be at the ready to go soaring into the skies. High speed is up, gonna have to keep it good matching the figures and smoke trails turn on. That's 1 down. 200 points perfect. Just have to keep going fly up straight. Aim towards the second checkpoint is doing well average and clear. Okay, very good. I know what to do like last time that I just come here and just try to make a very good best effort. Okay, time to go for a low altitude. It's okay folks, just have 1 sound average, doesn't mind a bit. Okay, there you go. 22,396 points. Very good to have a quick start and do a preparation to go off-roading to have some skill number 2 and 3 later on. But it's about time to have a very good brand new additional to my collection. We'll be doing a main surprise to go for the choices on Salam or Escape. So, off to Salam and heading up to the big land, we'll get started out to have a brand new kind of off-roading vehicle, which is of course is the Hummer HS concept is now being selected and ready to go. But I can hardly wait. That's why I've been waiting for this all day and every day for myself. Just have to go by discipline on current summon, rally raid. Okay, just had to go transfer parts. Just be patient. So here it is, you guys. The 2008 Hummer HS concept is now being acquired and being available to be set by import collection to the Crew Motorfest. The per level by default is 72 that carries out 300 horsepower that does not show to have a top speed and handling to go for the semi-expert. But wonderful to have a two-door concept car with a 454 vehicle is much more impressive to be doing specifically like all the other kinds of Hummer vehicles from H1, H2, and H3. Very well indeed to have this kind of an off-roading vehicle is very much more impressive and just have to go adjust it and make it well prepared to have a score breaker to be set on 140. Here is a good review for the top speed was 149 miles per hour and it has a good peak of adjustment in 779 horsepower. Time to test this baby out and have a good look inside to the interior view before heading up to have a good gate in the halo. But first things first, I just really might need to have some extra space for only one player to go first and I'll have to take a good look. Check it out, you guys. This interior view looks so very concept and very well spacious to be quite very different like all the other three generations of Hummer road cars. 454 SUVs that have a 4-door to become as a different kind of a 2-door concept car. Much more impressive to drive anywhere to go off-roading to be explored on different areas around the United States of America. So let's give it a go and have a good boost on the nitro to be salam around the gates. It drives so well and very expert, unlike all the other kinds of off-roading vehicles to have some standard and racing versions. Just have to go through to have a main close-in gap, direction, handling is doing good. 454 off-roading terrain is very much more awesome to be anywhere to go on the main areas. But very yet to be simple, the Hummer HS concept is a good underdog of all off-roading vehicles that have a single concept car for this day. But there you go, only one attempt and putting up to have 29,611 points is ejected complete by number 2 list on the scale. That's 155,533 points. Good and embrace it to drive well to have a single HS concept to go Hummer Extreme. And for escape off-roading for number 3, you know what to do because up to the waterfalls in the East Coast. Just the hypercar or drag race vehicle, especially to have the third row on the Alpha Grand Prix prototype, just have to go for the main opposite direction to go for having one good peak direction to be around on the highway. But first things first, just have to do 2 attempts and give it a go. Talk about having a good daring off-roading to see the HS concept to go in off-roading action. Perfect respawn handling, cutting through on obstacles and dashing through the trees. But sometimes it could go dodging in by closing in to have a main aim of precision. That's why I've always loved about the HS concept is much more spacious to be going lighter, tougher, and born faster like the H1 Alpha. But only one attempt will give it a test and stopping in to have 24 yards. Okay, so that should do for only one test and just have to go for second attempt by having 3 different types to go extreme horsepower. But the objective is not yet complete. I'm just always gonna have to get started out and give it more, embrace it to have a hypercar reinforcement or Alpha Grand Prix. But the decision will have to make a good pick for myself. I'm just gonna have to keep a good exactly to have some possibility choices on the AGB prototype. So just have to go transfer parts from the Red Bull RB14 standard and make it transfer to go by the concept Sparrow competition. Part switch and ready to go AGP racing to be on the main direction by the opposite. Still got some good vanities and just had to go exit off the road and hit the road. But still doing my best. Just have to keep a good watchful eye on the traffic and stay on the right side. But don't worry folks, I had to come back to you and just have to go for only 6 events. We'll do the main stage of the challenge. Okay, that's 3,000 yards to go climbing up. Right side only. Just have to go for a little bit oncoming. Very fortunate and embrace it to go inside the tunnel right over here. Oh, okay, that's definitely might be having a hard time to master that part of the technique inside the tunnel. But so far so close. That's 6,662 yards. Let's see the results, and not even close to have the second attempt. We've done this many times since we just been participate on Waterfall's Escape for Off-Roading discipline by the original. 3 different disciplines on hypercars, drag race, and Alpha Grand Prix discipline will take a good oblige to go for having a main asphalt to go advantage and feel like a pro. Got to keep drive away and well prepared to have the same route to go anywhere and make it full straight. Piece of cake to go expert, and we just really have to go all in. Okay, main objective complete. Just have to go surpassed by the number of yards. Okay, few other oncoming traffic cars is now being spotted and checked. That's 4,000 yards surpassed. New record is getting nearly there. Okay, very good. Now for the same tunnel, just have to slow down, perform a good line. Nice. Red zone's kicking in. Come on, give me 7,000 yards. That should do one trick at a time, patient and competent. Down the run I go and make a gateway towards 10,000 yards. Come on, almost there, and did it. Nice. 10,000 added with 166 yards for the AGP race car. Third skill objective complete, and that's 133,873 points. It's about time to go for the next racing mission and going off-roading to have some 2 types of freestyle and 4 events to go for the combo, rally raid, and 2 rallycross disciplines. So I'll have to take Jet Sprint to go first and climbing up to be in the main progress on the goal to be having a good place to start. So next up to the Midwest is the Dakota Grassland. Talk about my favorite event and go faster swift by Jet Sprint only to go by no restriction. Just choose any of your favorite Jet Sprint because it's about to go lighter, faster, and tighten up to have a 2-lap time attack to go for the rush. But of course it is because I'm always have to go for the Proto Rocket 2021 with the UDRS Insportec and just have to go for the same part all over again like last time from the previous live summon, including the first and original. However, I'm always double down and just have to go focusing on the main objective. For every 2 laps, we'll go faster, swiftly swift. Just have to stay focused and make some very good best advantage to go double shortcut on ground time. But I will possibly have to take a good careful to take a good rudder on maintain the pace. Okay, coming out by the shallow rivers and coming back in. Okay, U-turn up. Alright, checkpoint clear. Just had to go for another ground time and kick up the boost. Ground time gnarly indeed. Now here comes the hard part. We'll have to take the same pattern. Okay, there's that jump. Going in. Yeah! Kick it to one aim sight and proceed to have lap number 2. Oh yeah! Perfect time on jump, then coming back onto the shallow rivers. I'm just always really enjoyed with this event and this location. I can do this all day and just had to take some good picture for a souvenir. Back in the shallow. Have that good tight turns to be checked. Keep going. And just had to keep a good double ground time and get back on the water. But mostly to have some good quick shortcuts, we'll always have to get it done and do the piece of cake. Okay, one more jump to go, and it's already 2 minutes. Finish line and go Swift. That's the ticket. That's 2 minutes, 7.772 seconds on skill mechanic achieved. But look at the results. That's 123,638 points. One attempt and we still got this to be climbing up in the platinum. That's one event objective complete, 5 more to go, and next up for the monster truck discipline to go heading up to the off-roading areas at Newport. But the stunt will go embrace to have a rock and roll moment, and I just really have to go gifted and stunt talented to go for having a major step-by-step to be climbing up and focusing on the gold and 1 platinum by the single. Unlike all the other kinds of monster trucks without racing, but the skills is the best freestyle entertainment of all time. Feels like having my UDRS Insportec livery on the Ford F-150 SBT Raptor Monster Truck Edition is now being ready up and get back to do some skills of freestyle entertainment. The better the medal, the better the rewards. 3 seconds to get ready up. Here comes the monster truck. We'll go for the spotlight to rack up the points. Backflips will go shorter and focusing on the gold medal and 1 platinum by the points. Just have to keep a good maintained pressure to keep pulling in and do some skills to be on the freestyle. That's 1 goal for the 1,000 points. Second, and just have to go around and make a good aim position to be around to have that spot right over here. I should rather have to do that earlier until the timer begins. Okay, here it comes. Oof. Talk about having a one daring tough risk. Just make that 360 spin recovery and go to the middle of the arena. Okay. Same as before, just had to go slow and easy. Piece of cake, and that should do for only 5,000 points to go by racking up by the main objective. Still have enough time, just have to go around to have the second double loop. Just tippity toe, then boost it up. Okay, that's 15,000 points. Keep going. Still have enough time left until 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go for the reminder notice. Oops. Oh, no. Not today. I just really need that goal 1,000 points. There we go. Just the way it goes, and just have to keep moving on forward. There you go. Much more oblige. And just have to go for the front flip of the stunt. Nice. 22,000 points to go up by 23,000. That's the only skill effort I need, and just have to keep cruising around to look for the goal. 30 seconds left. Just have to go anywhere and do some stunt of performance to go lower or extreme. Good 180 air spin. Superb stunt. 10 seconds left. Just have to go anywhere until the outcome will be received. Okay, it's already done. That's it for now for the Monster Truck event to go freestyle stunt. 24,849 points is check and done for event number 2 on freestyle. There you go. 121,827 points is now being received and earned by 4 parts by 2 common, 1 rare, and 1 epic. Now is for the off-roading turn to have 4 more events to go. Talk about having force vehicle is now being set by loan, no restriction on Rallycross, Americar addition to the Shelby GT500, and the Ram 1500 Rebel TRX Concept Enforcer Edition is now being next on the list. So let's go to the Bayou for having the Ford Recon is about to be ready up and take the objective to go explore around in the south to have a good place at the swamp. By having the Ford F-150 Raptor is now being set by the original, but it's gonna be a lot of more times to go faster and beat the rush to go with a regular per level without putting up with some parts to go maximum. But good thing the loot digger is now being set by the common. We'll have to keep a good rarity type of icon to go double up with some parts and make it well average to go normal by the Joe. So here comes, you guys. One off-roading mission is about to begin, and take the countdown in 3 seconds to go heading up and explore in the swamp of the Bayou. Time to go rush, drive anywhere, and focus on the checkpoint is going to be your main cue of the objective. But pretend this will be doing a main role of the driving extraction point to go anywhere before arriving on the destination. There's one checkpoint clear. Now just have to keep moving on area checkpoint 2 to hit the waters. Try to keep your best effort. Ventilated will give you an extra boost by reinforcement. Kicking up on gear number 7. I really hope the gators are about to be coming around to be swim anywhere on the waters. Progression is now on 37%. Keep up the pace and rack up the good speed by under 100 miles per hour. .45% progression is complete. Now it's on gear number 8. Back on track and just have to keep driving off-roading to be slowing down on the waters. Gonna make that jump. Keep at it, and have the loot digger is still active to be on the lookout until being arrived on destination when reaching the finish line. Okay, another checkpoint area clear. Just have to keep moving and just have to go faster to beat the rush on the waters. But we already done this before, and I just really have to go for myself again to have a main approaches of perspective method. 2 minutes have reached and still kicking around to have a main acceleration when sailing on the water. Rally Raid always loved the advantage to go rushing up on the waters. It is always about to have a good place to be patient and beat the clock. Okay, made it on time and good to be arrived on the finish line to have a good place in 2 minutes, 27.472 seconds is done. Objective complete and outcome to be surpassed on 112,262 points as a new record. Mission complete, you guys. Only one Ford F-150 Raptor Race Truck Ghost Recon Edition always get the job done in one single event to be set sail and beat the road to go off-roading on the Bayou. 3 more to go, and next up for the combo event until the rallycross will be set by the penultimate and grand finale. Let's go back to the Midwest and heading up to the Dakota Grassland Dirt Race for race number 4. It's about to go for the Enforcer Edition on the Ram 1500 Rebel TRX concept. We'll have to take the challenge to go again with 1 versus 7 monster truck. With some Enforcer vanity related is now being remained and per level to go always on 140 and 1041 horsepower and top speed 149 miles per hour. It could go faster to go off-roading and best advantage to do some ventilated by quick refill on the nitro when taking 1 airborne jump to go off-roading. Let's find out to get ready up. 3 seconds to go green and sirens will turn on. So I totally got this if I had to take the head start to go earlier by 1 checkpoint clear and go anywhere to have a 1 driving rules of engagement. I've always had to take a good mandatory exercise on off-roading when carrying with some goods around with the Ram 1500 Rebel TRX concept. Much more quite very exclusive to become as a former Motorpass vehicle to go premium. It still has a good potential off-roading vehicle like the Ford F-150 Raptor Evolution 1. Only Ford pickup truck is quite very advanced and much more quite possible to have some standard and Enforcer Edition variation. So I'm going in to have that trail to go proceed by the main objective. Just have to follow the line and just have the goods to be carrying intact. Okay, all clear to have a main clear path away from the herd of buffaloes. Okay, it's about to go extreme jump. Ooh, so very close. Alright, that's very good to have a 4-5-4 balance to keep a good edge of the gravity. Got to slow down and just had to get back up. Time is on the essence. %61% progression is complete. I'm halfway there. Just have to keep up the objective before the arrival destination is on the finish line. But maybe if I just really need a music to have a mission to go on action. But silent music always had to be a little bit more time to go calming when driving with a pickup truck to keep a good main line of the objective. So now arriving on Silver Hills, time to go left. Almost there. I just really have to survive this event to go combo, and then the points of the attempt will be finished in no time. Okay, there we go. Back on trail and keep moving. 4% to go. Here comes the finish line, and it's going to be the arrival of the care package destination to call in for extraction. And there we go. 2 minutes, 46.974 seconds will receive 200,000 followers earned. That's 118,661 points, and I just see a couple of buffalo are being roaming around. Impressive and good on the exercise by beating 7 monster trucks in one event. 2 more to go, and it's about to get closer to have a choice of penultimate on rallycross disciplines. Quick choice is Ski Jump Valley for race number 5 is about to go on the way. As I remember back then when I was using the Ford Focus RS Rallycross 2016, it was a bit more average and turns out to be served as a follow-up catch-up. However, if I had to go and choose the 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer WRC-05 in the second rerun, but it'll have to take a good all-wheel drive advantage to go Nitro Chemist with a drifty to go quick refill to go on the gauge and boost it. Despite the strategy, we'll get a little bit crowded to have some more rally cars before starting out on the grid. Well, I bet I could probably have to handle this to myself, so it'll have to take a more boosted and just try to figure it out to go patient by overtake. But just like this, and just have to go around by the first turn. Here comes the good braking, and just have to take the first hairpin to go on the right. Going extreme, and pick it up in the high gear. Main ejected will always have to go extreme by the main key advantage. There we go. Ace that drift and just have to keep patient and confident motion. I'm sure that every 3 laps we'll have to be finishing up in one event. That's why I should probably have to do this a long time ago and make it earlier to go clear without a follow-up catch-up. Alright, checkpoint clear. Halfway point to go in 50%. We're almost there, folks. Just finishing up on the second lap, and then the final lap will go number 3. It's like having a one-time recess in Jamaica and different for the rallycross vehicle. Just have to go around by gear 3, a little more drift, and more boosted nitro. Okay, in about 20 seconds left. Swoop the gate in. Downhill like doing a corkscrew. And there you go. Under 2 minutes in a minute, 52.030 seconds. There's the legendary bundle earned to be received, and there you go. 126,599 points to be almost at 600. But after all, by having one rallycross event with no restriction only one vehicle restriction is about to go for the grand finale and finish this Steam Summon by using the Shelby GT500 AmeriCar Edition. So let's go and take the Ghost Road. We'll be doing the final step of the objective for only one American drifter to go rallycross on action. From the Ford F-150 Raptor Race Truck Ghost Recon Edition to the Shelby GT500 AmeriCar Edition is about to be set and make it for a good Nitro Chemist to be selected and go maximum on the per level on 230. But by the way, because of different changes on the vanity, we'll go style and make it to have a good underglow to have an American Legends. That's why I always have to go proud American and go drifting on the dirt to have a good settle and take on for only one more final challenge. Here it goes, and it's about to go climbing up on the top and go faster down the hill. Okay, Citroen C3 Racing in the lead. I'm going in by first. Alright, that's good. Make way for the American Shelby GT500 to go off-roading by the drip of extreme. But the racing ejected always had to take a good possibility to go around to face the Ghost Road in the final event. Better watch out for some animals to be roaming around on the areas whenever we have to see on the lookout. Okay, next turn coming down on the downhill. Several bears are roaming around like it's about to go running away from several cars to be having a sound of the engine. Okay, good on the turn. Keep that grip up tight. It's a showbiz to go for the missionary objective. Okay, it's almost there to be arriving on the halfway point in 50%. Still have enough speed to go daring down and keep a good line on the trail. There's several care packages on the chute around onto the hanging trees. Okay, stay on it. Several animals are roaming around across this area. Just have to keep that haste up. Make the top speed to go around on the fourth gear. Okay, keep up the good paces. Is still yet to be coming around to have a top speed average on 180. Here comes the next turn. Gonna make it to go danger close. One full stretch coming up. Gonna take it and just have to go clear by the podium before crossing the bridge. Racing complete and record set in 2 minutes 28 seconds with a decimal of .653. That's 119,122 points. Ghost Road for only a one Ubisoft themed crossover in 100% complete without having a follow-up catch-up. Heck, it's about time and proceed on the platinum in the early start in 1,193rd place in about 2 days left by the weekend. 4 events on the off-road, 1 monster truck, 1 jet sprint, 3 skills on aerobatics, and 2 off-roading in Slalom and Escape once again. Easier said than done, but much more obliged to have a very good time to do another part of the Ubisoft themed crossover to go off-roading and bear the related to Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. But after all, just like the first one that I just come here before, and this year as I'm about to go again for the second time. But I bet you guys have really did your best effort out there to go climbing up into platinum to go double up the earnings, as where we got the Ford F-150 Raptor Race Truck Ghost Recon Edition is now being acquired to the collection to go double by the payday. But yet, of course, because a time of wilderness to go driving anywhere across in the US is much more indeed to have some jet sprint, monster truck to go for the stunt of entertainment, and of course to have some 2 vehicle restriction is still being remained to the same. But it's about time to go back to have a good time to go competition in Cities Championship on week number 3 in the month of May by the 15th through the 22nd. But same as before, there's going to be having some Alpha Grand Prix discipline to go for the series of mixed combo to have some no restriction and few other kinds of exclusive AGB race cars to be selected to be available. But Slalom, Escape, and Low Altitude to have a main set to go for the qualifying will be ready up and go wrap this up at the end of the video. I'll have to come back at any time to do some more activities until every other content video to be set as complete edition of my own. So keep an eye out, folks. Regular content video is still yet to be patient until coming soon, until more Deem Summon is on the way. We'll be around to have a month of May. We'll have to keep moving on. But of course, Kaboom will be set arrival by coming soon, and I just really love to go for another round in the cartoon Deem Summon. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. And don't forget to check it out, all of my screenshot images on UDRS Insportec, Vision Total Drama, and DreamArt Library Style Dispenser presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may ever welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.